What's up, Facebook? Nic Peterson here again. It's a beautiful Sunday. It's about 8:30 a.m. here. 8:30 a.m. in beautiful California. A little bit nicer today than it was yesterday. And I'm going to get this shared in the group, Preeminence Unleashed. I'm going to share this in Preeminence Unleashed real quick. Been working long hours, so that's probably why I look a little bit homeless. The advantage right now, I'm going to talk about the competitive advantage right now. And I might do a full training on this. So if you're interested in the full training, drop a comment. Just let me know. And if you let me know you want it, I'll build it. It's not all my intellectual property. So I'm going to have to take the time to give credit where it's due and all that stuff, right? So I'm going to have to build out a probably 30, 45-minute training. But here's the advantage right now. There's advantages like ease of sale. There's advantages like speed to market. There's advantages like an audience, an engaged audience, evangelists, referrals, stuff like that. So where does that all come from? Speed to market, referrals, ease of sale. It comes from trust. Okay. The market is distrusting. It's becoming more and more distrusting. It is so tired of being promised a case study and sent to an application or a free strategy session and then getting shamed for not buying stuff. The market does not trust us, and they shouldn't, because again, we say, hey, no obligation, call, and then we shame people for not giving us money. We say, get your free case study, and boom, it's an application to a phone call. There's no freaking case study there. Trust is what is going to move the market forward. And I'm going to tell you right now how to do that. Okay. Take down your paywall. Stop hiding stuff. Share with people freely. Help people because you want to help people and you can. Okay. This whole like, stop donating your time, charge what you're worth, yada, yada, yada. You don't charge what you're worth. You don't pick an arbitrary number and say, I'm worth 10 grand. You charge based on the value you provide. Okay. And how do you do that? You provide value in advance. That is what we do. That is what is going to win in 2019. I'm going to tell you how we do that. I'll build a full training on how we do that. 1, live videos like this. 2, the audio gets pulled out. And the Trust Accelerator, who is a phenomenal service provider, they help me with pillars. So I might have a helpful thing because I want to share everything. I literally share anything and everything. And we run it through 4 pillars: actional, aspirational, anthropological, right? And all you're doing is you're showing, hey, look, here's something actual that can help you. Here's a story that will motivate you and inspire you. Here is the reason why it works. And you build trust with people. You show them that I deliver. I know what I'm talking about. I'm honest about when I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. That is the big advantage. So what do you need to do? Start showing up. If you're not a video person, start writing. If you don't want to write, do podcasts, do audio, but get in front of people, get them to know you, get them to like you, get them to trust you, and get them to trust themselves with your content. Give them something useful to do that will help them for free, gratis on you. And then when they do it, they're going to say, wow, I did it. It worked. I trust myself. I trust this person. Okay. And now if you're interested, again, if you're interested in how we're doing this, the actual mechanics of what happens, I do this live video. How did I decide to do this live video? What happens to it after I push end? How does it end up on a podcast? How does it end up in an article? How does it end up on a blog? I'll show you how we do all that. I'll show you our pillars of both our content and our lenses we run them through, which again is not my intellectual property. That is the property of the Trust Accelerator. But here's what I implore you to do. When you promise results, tell people what results mean. When they're about to click a button, make sure they know what they're getting on the other side of that button. Don't promise them one thing and give them another thing. I removed all my buttons, right? All this is free. There is you do not need to enter your email to learn something from me. If you drop a comment and say, hey, Nick, will you make a training about how you accelerate trust, how you get the content everywhere, how you come up with your content. I will make it for you, and I will put it right here on Facebook where there is no opt-in. There's no case study. There's no application to see it, right? And that is the advantage you have if you're here and you're listening to this. You have an advantage right now. And that advantage is you can just start serving people. I'm not saying save them, right? You're a leader, not a savior. Lead people. I just spent like an hour with somebody who just kind of stuck somewhere, right? Actually disqualified her before we got on the phone and said, hey, let me help you anyway. All right, let me help you anyway, because I was sitting on the bike at the gym and you know what, I can help somebody. Okay, that's building trust. And so when we launched the network, we went from the mastery mode, the business, right? The company went from 0 to 100 grand a month in like 6 months. No paid traffic. How did we do it? Trust. Okay. We have built this foundation of trust with people. The last 2 or 3 contracts that came through were people you would definitely know, big names, big names in multiple industries. And they said, you know what? I was actually out to dinner having a drink with one. Said, I want you to be my person. You're the person I trust. Everything I do, I want you to do it. This is a best-selling author, like has done things I can't even comprehend. But I didn't hit him with a Facebook ad and a bait and switch with a case study, free strategy session. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to sell you something. Complete transparency all the way through. And that's what I'm doing right now. Yesterday I shared exactly a call I had with a service provider that's helping me with social proof. I just shared the call. Okay, because that's what's going to win. Trust is going to win. So if you still want to keep things behind a paywall, nobody gets to talk to me unless they pay me. Nobody gets my content unless they pay for it. Then you better have a lot of trust and goodwill already built up. If you don't, put it out there. Goodwill, 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 goodwill. That's what I implore you to do today. It's Sunday. Relax. Go to church. Watch a movie. But what I implore you to do next week, every day, is give away something of value for free. One-on-one, one to many, many to one. Don't care. Give away something of value, not perceived value, but something that actually helps somebody else move the needle, that they wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh, I get it, thanks to something that so-and-so said. Do that. That is your competitive advantage if you are a real service provider. Now, if you're not a service provider and you're like an investor, right? You want to put money in, get money out, and that's it, then you're playing the wrong game. Go to Wall Street, right? Do real estate, stuff like that. But if you are a service provider, you transform somebody and you get paid in return. Okay, it can be a money in, money out game when you start marketing and advertising. But if you just want to put $1 in and get $2 out, you're not going to do very well as a service provider or even a business owner in 2019, because trust goes down when you don't provide, right? So raise trust. That will improve your speed to market. We launch businesses really, really quick because we don't have to do all of this low trust, like 45 conversations, drawing up contracts, yada, yada, yada. We operate in a circle of high trust, and everything moves faster. If things don't work, it's amicable. So start working on that. But here's your advantage. Free content that moves people. Not moves them emotionally, which is important, but free content that moves the needle for people, helps them get closer to where they want to be. Build that trust in you and help them build trust in themselves. Okay, that's the other piece of trust that we forget. A lot of times I'm giving you something super easy to do. I implore you to do it. You do it and you go, oh, I did that and it worked. Now I trust myself. What else does Nic have to say? And that's just kind of the cycle, right? So it's no like, trust me, trust yourself. Trust me, trust yourself. Trust me, trust yourself. Boom. Now we're ready to work together. And that's the cycle. And if you don't like it, you may not be cut out to be a service provider in 2019. That's okay. There's plenty of things to do other than be a service provider that are fulfilling and make a lot of money. So that's your advantage. If you're watching this right now, free content, high trust stuff. The cool thing about high value, People still watch this. I still get feedback. I got on a call with somebody just now from this kind of stuff. And look at this. I got bedhead. If you're providing value, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the production quality. Nobody cares about anything other than that you show up, you help people, and they can trust what you're saying.